Minutes here in the first half for Mark Few. See, Bell and Karnowski have not missed a shot yet. Forte off the inbound, fake to three, drives in, teardrop, broke it.
But I think that's the way to play him.
Misses the second. 8-point game. Mason Cox still in there. Forte from deep. Good. Big shot for the Cowboys.
And for all his inexperience.
Mark Few in his 15th year at Gonzaga for a run they have had. 28 wins this season. 16 straight trips to the NCAA tournament. Forte off the screen. Knocks down the three.
Well, still good. You'd have to say that his freshman year at Kansas, his only year, a huge success.
Brian Williams has checked in off of Travis Ford's bench. He's number 4 for the Cowboys. Murphy takes a seat, and Hammonds, Leighton Hammonds, is also. There's Williams handling right now. Both these teams being very patient, Frank. Where are they going?
There's no doubt. They want to get good looks.
Forte, yes.
In the game last night that Oklahoma State essentially cruised in the second half, but no Stevie Clark, who was suspended for the year, dismissed, no Cobbins, so this is a very short bench.
2 team fouls apiece here in the early going. We're inside of 10 minutes, and it's 18-14. Forte. Full of good work against Mason. Of this game, he's been saddled with foul trouble from the early portion of the ball game. Fade back, step back, Forte knocks down a three. That was a good move by Markel Brown. But a steal by Forte. Steps out to the corner and knocks it down a three. Forte off a beautiful fake. 3-ball lead.
Since the start of the second half. Williams doesn't even look to score. Nash, Forte. Those two guys have been kind of silent today. Let's see if Forte can heat up, and he does. A three-point.
It's a teaching moment or what it is, but boy, the Red Raiders need Robert Turner on the floor.
The fact that Texas Tech has been able to play the Cowboys about even this half. There's one team that's really. Cowboys almost conserving energy on offense, aren't they? I mean, they're also playing a smart game with a big lead. Use some of the clock and then give it up to the. Go along with those 10 rebounds. Another long three. Maybe all he needed.
I got to tell the story. George Niang just looked over. I was laughing to myself, and he saw me, and he just shook his head. Sager now. Now remember, John, this team's played without Smart for 3 games, and Markel Brown and Nash are guys that can take over.
Forte will try. Got it.
How cool is our team, and their depth has been reduced as well. That steal.
The turnovers, that's what burned the Jayhawks. And Forte took it himself off transition and nailed. Southwell trying to front Nash, could not keep it getting the ball. He comes into the paint. They go back outside the Forte. Strong rebound by Murphy. Deflected by Johnson. Forte's got a look. He rings it.
His defense has been stellar.
And there's another steal. This time it's Forte. Going to try to draw the foul. They're going to let him go. Foster let him go for the 2.
Than it was for most of the first half without sprattling, but the turnovers will kill you when you're not scoring efficiently.
Nash has been relatively quiet. Forte again. Good look. Good screen. It's an 8-point Cowboy advantage.
And now you have Lawrence, who's a physical guard, playing smart, a little contact away from the ball.
Smart gives it to Forte. Open look and drains it 3. Go ahead and learn some things here. You're a nice young man. It's a 10-point advantage down to the 3:49 mark, so they actually have gained. Marcus Smart watching from the sideline. It's not to say that they're a better team without him on the floor. These fellows have picked it up. Forte.
Oh, nice fade.
And drained the 3. It came up because of Wichita State. I mean, that was a good basketball team a year ago.
Yes.
I don't know about these people talking about it. They don't have a lot to prove to me. They deserve to be a number 1. And they're going to be heavily favored in their conference tournament. Only unbeaten team in a regular season. First since St. Joe's, of course. I'm inside of 2 minutes now. Oklahoma State tried to keep this win streak alive, and it's interesting what they did since Marcus Smart was suspended for 3 losses. They have not lost since his return. Forte, put it out. Big win.
How many open ones have they had? There's an open. Forte leaves it on the front of the rim. He doesn't miss twice in a row often, and he doesn't here.
To me, the simple explanation for that is this league is regarded by many to be the best in the country, and they're being rewarded for playing in the best league, and a lot of mitigating factors that go into what their resume has.
Forced by Jarvis Ray. Gore.
Just have so much trouble scoring the basketball.
Forte does not. Coast to coast for Phil.
Anderson with a nice feed, kept his composure off the broken play.
Well, Forte's got the touch tonight.
High-low delivery there, beautiful.
Forte again.
Boy, what a job.
He says by the end of this season, we will have a top 15 schedule, and if we can get to 20 wins with a top 15 schedule, he feels pretty good about that. He feels very chipper
Look
today.
out. Oh, that was well defended there. Very lucky that wasn't a turnover. It was a rare missed free throw by Kean Anderson, only his 5th at the line the whole month.
Oh, Forte. Speaking of the Big 12, Kansas with a chance to lock up a share of their 10th straight conference championship tonight for the win.
It's really remarkable, as good as this league is. Take for granted what they've been able to do. Oh,
Phil Forte.
You know, we had a technical on our hands, and Trent Johnson's being restrained by his assistants.
At one point, it was a 6-point game, and now it's much more. 15.
Did a nice job of not letting his shooting woes affect the rest of his game. Getting steals as he did there, getting assists as he will here.
That was pretty. That was absolutely pretty.
Versatility at 6'7", athletic. Good hard driver right there, and then nice under control mid-range shot.
Oh, Forte, sweet as honey.
Positive happening. They're not playing well yet within arm's reach. You have to feel good about that, but you got to close the half with some positives.
You saw Tolbert leave, and number 12 is Kadir Tapsoba, who's given them some big minutes off the bench. Now Forte. Wow. Shooters roll.
Jay Crockett a couple possessions ago, and then right there defending on the interior with Tolbert.
How about that? What? That's really great.
Passes is up, passed it up, puts it on the deck. That's what he needs to do.
Let that guy shoot it. They're 8
opposing Big 12 coaches. But, you know, the thing about that is he can quietly go about his work today because everybody is playing well. And he started with Marcus Smart. But there are evenings and days where they need him to go make plays, like he did the 3 basketball games with the Marcus Smart suspension. You have to remember, they led Oklahoma by 5 with 3.5 left in this building. They led Baylor down the stretch. Most of that was due to Markel Brown's play.
Forte.
So with that, that gives Oklahoma State the 1-point lead. They get a basketball out of bounds. Forte's deep 3 is on the money.
How about that? That's an NBA level 3.
I got to say Oklahoma State's doing pretty well here. They're being out-rebounded by 3, 17-14. Now, they are giving up 8 offensive rebounds and second chance points, 5-1 Baylor. But they're hanging in.
How about Forte now? The one.
Just their Iron Man, as you called him here tonight. He stays on that floor.
And Baylor's gone man-to-man.
What a warrior.
Well, he's been a warrior, no question.
Final minute of the first half. 10 seconds on that shot clock. Forte on the drive, underhanded scores.
That? He's gotten better and better at the score on the baseline, and that'll open things up for Forte and Markel Brown.
Right now, Oklahoma State with its biggest lead of the game, folks. They were twice up by 6 in the first half. Now they're sitting on a 7. Markel Brown gives it up to Murphy, and Forte off the ball fake is open. Score the 3.
How about that? Great ball move. His size and his body belie that toughness, but we're seeing it tonight.
You're watching the conference that the mathematicians say is the best in the land. And what a run they've had on Big Monday. Forte hits a 3-ball.
How about that?
Not by 1.
And by that one. That matches his entire output in the Wednesday loss to Texas Tech. He had only 3 points. Forte and 1.
Final 4 expectations.
Another rebound, Markel Brown.
Travis Ford has got Leighton Hammonds in the game, a young man that has 1 field goal since mid-December, but he's a guy that can contribute a little bit. And even if he stays on the court for a couple minutes at a time and makes no mistakes, it'll give a chance for a starter to get some rest.
Catch and shoot Forte, and he buries it. Against Marcus Smart, he affects the game defensively, offensively, a bunch of different ways.
Right, and that's why you need solid and maybe not even above average, but just solid performances from your other stars.
Forte the pull-up.
I like that.
Cousins tries a 3.
See, I think Oklahoma could be driving this ball.
Forte and 1.
From guys like Kelly Olynyk, Robert Sacre, Elias Harris every day in practice. Just wanted to get close to home.
4 of his 10 rebounds on the offensive end. And it looks like he's on his way to his 10th double-double of the year. Got a 7-second differential, shot clock to game clock. Brown.
Oh, well, good look.
Forte. Got to get at the rim or something.
Wow.
That shot is short.
There it is.
Forte at 3.
Being
very tough. Oklahoma and Baylor, the 2 games to follow this, where Marcus Smart will be out. They have the 6 or 7 guys, and you have 3 strong pieces with Brown, Nash, and Smart, that when it comes March, this is an Oklahoma State team that you still might not want to face in a one-and-done situation.
Forte back in the game, hits the 3, and they just... Forte went for the steal. Brown comes up with the steal. And his teammate's going to step back for 3 in transition. He does it.
Turner. Blocked by Sager. Murphy on the breakout. Forte lines it up. Shot clock down to 3. Tolbert's got a jacket. And it's an air ball. Smart to Forte, his old high school teammate. Forte bombs it.
It looked like Gocher got hit on the arm big time on an attempt to go to the rim. There was definitely body contact at the iron.
Jamal Williams at the scorers table for Texas Tech. Forte, the up and under. How about Phil Forte?
So those inside passes, it doesn't get so easy going to the basket.
They were pressing edge him, and he burned that defensive player, Fran. He read that perfectly.
Well, he did, and that's got to be more pressure on that passer, too, Brent.
Forte, that's a deuce.
State.
Thomas from the corner rattles out, and Edgett is out, chased by Forte for that long rebound. Brown behind the back to Nash. Marcus Smart off the floor right now, and pretty good ball movement here from Oklahoma State without their star on the floor. Kind of interesting. Fade. Forte knocks down another one.
How about that? I'll tell you what, their coach, Fred Hoiberg, puts them in great position on both ends of the floor.
No question. Forte playing with a little bit of an ankle injury, able to get on the inside, going a beautiful, beautiful driving. Minute and a half and up 4.
There he is. There he is.
Catch and shoot. And it's a line. Forte picks on the blue chips.
Yeah.
Forte's been quiet. This time he knocks down.
First game of his career.
Forte with a good defensive effort. Clark will send it back to him, and he has to retrieve it. Had he gotten it with him, he might have gone for the 3.
I think he would have shot it. He might shoot it right there.
Yes, he does. Bingo.
Yep.
Yeah, I really don't care. I like to watch both of them.
I love both of them. In fact, Kevin Durant has brought this state together. Think about the Oklahoma City Thunder right now, how well they are attended, the atmosphere around basketball. It's one of the few things Cowboys and Sooners agree on, the Thunder. Oh, that's a good look.
Forte nails the 3. That's the kind of ball.
Well, Marcus Smart is coaching over there, right?
Pick and roll back into Murphy's hands. We get it back to Forte on the outside, and he goes the 3. Huge. Can will a team right back into the game.
Yes, he can, Brent. And especially the way he can get at. Look at this. This is the hustle now.
Forte with the steal. Back to Smart. Back to Forte. Wants him to gun the 3. Here they come.
Yep.
He's done all game long. That's rebound.
No look.
That was a little bit too fancy.
Yep.
By Woodard. Lanes were full. Orange.
How about this? Yep.
Forte, the 3. Huge 3. And lo and behold, UNLV lost it by a point. Some of those folks and my friends back in Vegas, they still haven't forgiven
They were not happy with you. You were the inventor of the monitor review.
Yeah, they used to review it on my table. Then they went across the floor. Oh, great. Tufts had some great teams here. Forte, what a great shot.
Unbelievable. Looks from behind the arc.
Forte, little floater, and that rattles home. Brown takes it back. Forte, open look. He's been cold today. Smart the rebound.
Look at
Again.
Look at that.
They've known each other.
New look and also a new defense. They go a little 1-3-1 here. Jump shot doesn't go for Sheldon. Rebound controlled by Brown for the Cowboys. Travis Ford will do a lot of that. And, that's a bomb. Forte. Goodness. And it's rebounded by Traylor. Smart times it and takes it away. On a cross-court feed shooting practice, Forte. Bottom. 1 out of 2 at the free throw line. 13-point lead for Kansas. We'll hit the 4-minute mark of this first half. Phil Forte, his dad, Phil, played football at Kansas. That's Phil Forte III on the court now for Oklahoma State. Pressure. Gives up his dribble. 9 to shoot. Cowboys are yet to get into a set. A 3-ball. He hits. That's a big shot. They may accomplish come March. That's a great point. He's really going to be so critical because he's such a terrific defender. Wiggins loses the ball. Smart. A kick. Forte. Bottom for 3. Terrific what he's done in terms of his maturity. Of course, as soon as we probably mark, it's the ill-advised. Forte. Nails it. Difference maker. You made the point earlier about the impact of Indy, but I would go a step different. The key to their team, for me, is going to be Nadir Carr. They're going to go as far as his play takes them. Kick out. Forte a 3. Automatic. With the ball. 7.8 seconds left. Get it in. Forte, the corner pop. Oh, he nails it.
Aaron George with the 5 count. The turnover gives it back to Oklahoma State. So Forte and Clark are now the guards. This is a small group. Travis Ford's got on the floor right now. Forte wastes no time to drill a 3.
Side to side well enough to stay in front of Marcus Smart. That's a pretty special skill set.
There's your hook shot.
Did we see he missed it and it looked bad and he dropped his head? Okay, nobody cares. Go back and go to it again.
Well, the 2 high school teammates won a team 3 by Phil Forte.
Points and 4 rebounds, or 4 points and 5 rebounds, and Kamari Murphy averages 6 and 6. The problem is there's nobody after Kamari Murphy. And after Michael Cobbins, you had Murphy coming off the bench, so it really depletes Travis Ford and the defensive
day. And Gary Brown, bigger than Forte, playing post as a guard.
Well, what you have for Oklahoma State is a couple guys that can shoot it, and Clark can.
Watkins in the high post. Freshman makes a bad decision. Forte in transition. Hits the 3. He was colder. He convert guard post play. And the freshman for Oklahoma State with the defense. Forte drains the 3 and fist pump.
Rick Barnes said it before, wanted better effort from his Longhorns tonight than what he saw against Oklahoma. Do you think he's getting it?
Well, especially on the defensive end, which he was most upset about. There's no question they've answered the call so far in this half.
Forte. Catch and shoot and nails it. Not a lot of heart
out every time down the floor.
Holland. Good drive. Can't finish. And Nash clears. Quickly ahead to Forte. Good relay by the Cowboys to get it to Forte. And is back, trailing. They tried to get it to Ridley, and skying to pick it off is Smart. Forte for 3. You bet.
Poor decision by the freshman Isaiah. For Texas in a while. That's something that they do well. They're going to have to find a way to do that even more throughout conference play.
Texas back to within 8. 3:42 to go. Look at the rebounding advantage for Texas. Oklahoma State has hit some pretty big shots tonight, including that one by Forte.
Again, Javon Thomas has only had 7 practices this year. After all these extra practices all these other teams have had in the summer and in the fall, he's only had 7. He looks as sharp as anybody.
1-point lead for K-State. Under 2.5 remaining first half. Forte. A jumper from 13 is good.
Well, Stradlin doesn't
look like he's ever going to miss, but most of the time he does miss. But that one, he got his feet set, and maybe a confidence builder for Will Bradley.
Forte looking to answer. Bang! Wandu in for Thomas. Thomas out with 3 fouls. That was the 16th foul of the half against K-State. Forte able to get it back. He's going to shoot a 15-footer. And one. He does. Not much time. Smart going to try to make something happen, but hands off. Forte shoots a 3. Good. 1 point.
To turnover ratio.
He's closing in on 400 assists for his career. As we go under 12 minutes here in the first half, 20-8, 12-point lead for the Cowboys. Final tune-up before Big 12 play starts next weekend. Kept alive, plenty of time on the shot clock. Everybody getting a touch. Leighton Hammonds has checked in now for Oklahoma State. Here's Forte, long 3, and got it to. It was a back-and-forth affair for Marcus Smart when it came to the decision process last year on whether he was going to come back or not.
Impressive is his passing ability. That's where he's helped Oklahoma State the most.
Now he comes up with a steal. Waits for help. Forte, long 3. You bet. That rolls in and down. Carvel Anderson. And bounces down for Forte.
So all this does, it prepares you. And you'd like to have a better record, but you'd also like to be prepared.
Striking distance right now. Oklahoma State's played good defense, but it's a 5-point game.
It's sort of the same point that Coach Boyle told Andy coming out of halftime. Hey, we couldn't have played worse, and we were in this game. Here's Brown, passed up the 3 for the better shooter. Forte hits.
How about that? How
good.
Booker's been quiet in the second half, but that time he got loose off the loose ball. Good rundown by Scott. He kicked it out.
Booker at 13 and a half. Forte 3.
Talking about 118 threes his first 2 years. That's an air ball.
Johnson just been way off tonight. This is a good player who has not played well. Well, you and I, we saw a lot of LeBron Nash his freshman year, and he had some spectacular moments, but he was not this kind of player.
No question. He had that one game. Remember when he knocked off Missouri at home, and he had a huge game? Look at this.
Good pass. Cowboys have a tough time finishing out to Forte. Steps inside the arc and knocks it down. He'll have a chance for an old-fashioned.
Forte has gotten a couple extra shots up. You know, because he's a touch off. He's trying to get back in rhythm. Let's see if it works.
Clark finds Forte, and this one counts.
Right now, he's probably at his best at the 4 position. But again, that big picture with him is to have him at the 3. Frank Martin likes those long front line players at the 3, 4, and 5.
How about that? They go to
King has got to bump back, and typically how that works is the guard coming over to cover Smart has got to talk on the way. 2 assists in a row for Marcus Smart.
Josh Pastner pointed out this is a balanced Oklahoma State team offensively, even with Smart on the bench. Look where Crawford is not even guarding. Dixon from deep. Block out and rebound by Marcus Smart. That's his 3rd. It's Forte. They've been all game too. Up to a 5-point lead. Smart posting up. Forte off the kick out. David Green. Forte got a look. And the Cowboys, another one from downtown. Got it. Back to Smart. There's Brown.
That was a heat check 3 for the freshman. Came up empty.
Back to Nash. This is fun. This is what Oklahoma State needs. They're likely not to lose a game if they win this tournament until they go to Kansas on January 18th. They'll be favored in every game.
Forte left on ESPN2.
Oh boy, don't do that.
Forte off the inbounds.
Don't do that. Twice, swung it to the second side and then attacked. Good basketball.
The lead down to 18. Marcus Smart on the bench. Forte comes off the screen and drills a three-ball.
Missed 10 of his first 23. One off the window and one at the back iron. Forte knocking down a tree. Facing one of the most skilled teams they'll face all year. There's another takeaway for the Cowboys, leading to Forte's three. 4.5 minutes to go. Oklahoma State on its way to a 5-0 start. This is a week-long road trip for them. They're headed to nearby Orlando for the Old Spice Classic.
By McIntyre, and it's a three-point game. Markel Brown 4 of 5 from the field. The rest of the Cowboys 3 of 13 as a team. Forte.
Mike playing with a lot of confidence. A little shaky early on, but once they kind of rode the initial storm from the Cowboys, they've been very confident here in this building.
Forte steps left, knocks down a second.
I'll tell you what, if they can stay healthy on the perimeter, Arkansas Pine Bluff, because they're not deep there. But they're deep at the 4 and 5 with Haynes and Broughton. Those are very good 4 and 5s at the SWAC level. They'll probably be the best front court in their league.
Forte, three-pointer. Lions, Whiting with the left hand. It's well short. And Smart across midcourt. He'll drive and kick. Guess who? Forte. Guess what? For Pine Bluff.
And Mosley can get going in a hurry himself. He's only about 6 feet tall, but he's a scorer, instant scoring off that bench.
Forte again. And that is Hammond creates some space but can't get the rock to drop. Forte open three. Good. And Kamari Murphy have subbed in for the Cowboys.
In practice, and Travis Ford just held him out of Friday night's game. Precautionary, no reason to push it at this point of the season. He could have gone if they needed him to. Fully healthy and ready to go here tonight.
First the turnover. Knock it away and keep the possession alive. Clark decides against the three, kicks it out to Forte.
And obviously Oklahoma State much quicker at many positions. You see right there the good defense staying in front.
Williams picks it up. Another Forte three. That one's good for the Wolverines. Good backdoor look. Clark to Forte.
He is a stat stuffer, bottom line. He's productive in all phases right there.
And there's the ninth steal. Kicks it over to Forte, his high school teammate who lays it in. Gets set to check in. Forte takes the pass, delivers it. That's first three-pointer made by Mississippi Valley State. McDonald knocking that one down.
Yeah, McDonald in his debut against Victory University, their first exhibition, scored 31. I mean, he could fill it up in JUCO, and he's shown that he could do it at this level as well. They live with that, to me, versus guys driving all the way to the basket.
Clark misses a three from the top of the circle. Cowboys get an offensive rebound. Forte open. Hesitates, shoots, and fires and scores. Verizon.com today for all of your wireless needs. 39-21 Cowboys lead it. Their largest lead thus far. Forte. Got it.
Looks for a teammate.
Stripped. Forte three coming here. Steps inside the line and knocks it down.
But it's all the information that you get in terms of the offenses and defenses that you run. Also the information that you get as a player in preparation for opponents. That's all an adjustment.